in to Global Television with Chung Animal Joseph for a mouth-watering experience like never before. Join in as we explore diverse cuisines, exotic flavors, and exciting recipes from every corner of the globe. Lunch Global.
A healthy lifestyle is essential because it impacts every part of our lives and our well-being. It's not just about how we look or feel in the moment, but it's about how our body functions in the long run, which is very important. When we live healthily, we give ourselves the best chance to stay strong, energetic, and free from illnesses and toxins, chronic problems in our lives. And eating balanced diet means staying active, managing stress, and getting enough sleep. It also helps our body system to work efficiently. Now, these practices lowers the risk of conditions like diabetes, heart diseases, a lot of other problems, high blood pressure, which are more common today due to a very, very poor lifestyle habit. And of course, a healthy life also boosts mental clarity and emotional stability. We also need to inculcate the habit of regular exercises, and a nutritious diet can enhance brain function, improve mood, and reduce stress. So it's not just about physical health, but also about maintaining good mental health, which is equally important in fulfilling life and purpose. Now, you have to also learn to choose to live healthily. If you do not that, and today can prevent many of the struggles and health problems that comes later. So the more you take care of yourself now, the better for you in the future. A lifestyle filled with healthy habits ensures that you stay active as you age, maintain a positive outlook, and keep doing the things we all love to do. It's about making choices that lead to a better quality of life over time rather than relying on quick fixes or temporal solutions. So what you need to do is think about long run. In life, maintaining a healthy lifestyle is not all about, wearing the nicest clothes, making the nicest hair, putting in the nicest makeup, or rubbing the nicest cream or most expensive cream per se, but then it's about what happens in the inside. Most of the time, inside portrays what is outside. So today we're going to really make emphasis, because I think we've spoken about why it is very important to live a healthy lifestyle. Now, healthy lifestyle has to do with your cleanliness, your exercises, your staying hydrated, your good sleep and all that. And then eating healthy, which is the measure, because it works with the inside, and then the inside showcases itself outside. If the inside is bad, or your eating habit is bad, or you don't eat well, you are malnourished, you're not, even your outlook, even your skin will be dull. Your face you will not even be happy as a person. You will look sick, and you'll be asking yourself, there are a lot of times when you see people and they're like, you're not looking well, you look sick, and you're now wondering, but I'm okay, I'm fine, maybe it's stress. Trust me, sometimes it's not stress, sometimes it's the food we eat. Because we don't eat well, it shows outside, and then it makes it look as though you're not healthy or you're not taking care of yourself very well. So today we're going to put very, very emphasis and be particular about the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle, staying healthy, and trying to do the things that are good for your health, for your own lifestyle in general, your health, your relationship with people, the food you eat, how you take care of yourself, what should you eat, what is good for you and what is not good for you. So we're going to be looking at all of that today. I am Chung Animal Joseph, and yes, this is Lunch Global. But before we go into what we have, the remaining things I have for you today, let's quickly go on a short break, and when we return, we're going to be discussing that all together. Welcome back from the short break, and if you're just catching up with us on Lunch Global today, I am Chunk Annabelle Joseph, and today we're going to be making emphasis on the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle, eating well, engaging in regular physical activity, and of course prioritizing your mental health. Now, a healthy lifestyle simply means doing the things that make you happy and feel good. Now, eating can make you happy, eating can make you feel good, but then, what are you eating? Now, that is question one. What exactly are you eating? What you're eating should be able to keep you going. Sometimes we eat and we're not happy eating what we're eating. We just eat it because we are hungry, and then we just have to eat what is available, and we're not happy. Let me tell you, the most important part of eating food is when you eat the food and enjoy the food, and the food makes you happy. That is when the food works best in your body system, because every other thing in your body is accepting what you eat. So you get to decide what your healthy lifestyle looks like. If you want to eat and then maintain a happy, happy face, happy life, and everything is working for you, then you have to learn to, eat well, because if you're eating well, you'll be able to be happy because you're eating what you're enjoying, what you enjoy to eat. And someone will ask me and say, oh, when you're saying all these things, you say, oh, well, we should eat healthy, we should maintain a good lifestyle. All of these things cost money. I wouldn't say no, I would say yes. But will you prefer spending money now and staying healthy, or staying unhealthy and then end up spending money maybe when you find yourself in the hospital, or when it gets to a point that you're having to battle with a lot of diseases, even let me say even obesity, or malnutrition, and a lot of other things, chronic heart diseases, your mental health is being affected because of your bad lifestyle choices. Would you have preferred that? And I'm very sure the answer is no. I would rather spend money to take care of myself now that I am young, now that I'm energetic and healthy. I would prefer to keep maintaining that healthy lifestyle, not to a point where I'm getting somewhere that I can no longer help myself. Now, that is a very, very big problem, because there's no money. Even hospital bills are expensive. Paying for a space in the hospital, your bed space, is expensive. Going to a government hospital, it's not even friendly these days, because most people, that is what they can afford. And if you find yourself there, there are lots of people there, you're trying to all struggle to get the medication you need, and when if it gets to a point where you have to be in the private hospital, then that it's going to cost you so much money that you might not even afford. You start have to collect loan, or borrow money and do all that. So I will tell you that making healthy choices now is more beneficial, and it's more beneficial in so many ways. Now, it prevents diseases. We know that there are a lot of diseases circulating around, everywhere. Now, you have to learn to understand that you can change your food choices. You can look out for food that are even more affordable. Now, all these things are being displayed on your screen. Now, if you want to make a choice from eating, snack, we know that snack, if you're going to take like a high calorie snack, maybe a meat pie is more expensive than buying carrots in the market. How much is fresh fruit? How much is mango? How much is pineapple? How much is apple? They are all affordable. If you say you want to go and buy maybe cookie is expensive. You can see a nice cookie, maybe a chocolate cookie that you are buying for 5,000 naira. Meanwhile, you can just go and buy like maybe, let's say, your nuts, your peanuts, your cashew nuts, and all of these nuts, different nuts, that 5,000 naira can afford it. Those food that are unhealthy are even more expensive than the healthy food. And then I think you should think about that. So these healthy choices prevent diseases. Now, in its study in 2020, adults that followed a rich diet in fruit and vegetable for 8 weeks had a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. And another study also found that every 666 gram increase in daily fruit and vegetable intake was associated with a 25% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. In an observational study of almost 200,000 adults those who ate the most whole grain had a 29% lower rate of type 2 diabetes than those who ate the least. So in another study now that researched on 44 adults, it's found out that those who got 11 minutes of moderate, vigorous physical activity each day had lower risk of death compared to those who only exercised at the intense for 2 minutes. Now, this comparison held true even if people sat for 8.5 hours each day. So, there are lots of things that you do that will prevent disease. Eating well. I spoke about fruit and vegetables. I spoke about exercising. I spoke about staying hydrated. Now, you need to know that there are some things that you have to maintain pace when it comes to exercise. You don't have to overdo yourself. You don't have to kill yourself. Exercise it and do it, do the right thing at the right time. Don't do the right thing at the wrong time, or do the right thing, using the wrong timing. Now, when eating, you have to make sure you choose healthy food. There are grains, there are vegetables, there are lots of milk and alternatives, lots of dairies outside. We have fruits, we have meat, fish, egg. There are lots of things. And if you check it, to be honest, they are not. I think when we keep saying things that are expensive, we're not even helping matters. Because if you check it, when you cut your cord according to your own size, then you'll be able to afford a healthy living. Just because Mr. A can afford buying turkey, chicken, fish, beef, goat meat, all the meat you can ever think of, 10 crates of egg, and you'll be looking at yourself, boy, I can't afford it. The one you can afford, if you can afford a 1,000 naira protein, please buy it. You have to check your cost and then budget your money according to what you can afford. But then what you need to be intentional about is the fact that you are eating healthy, not you eating luxury. Someone can eat luxury and they are not eating healthy. There's this thing about, oh, this person is eating snack, is always eating this, is eating that. He goes to the store, he buy all the, packed food, canned food. We look at it as though it's luxury. Yes, we think it's luxury. But trust me, it is not luxury. At the long run, you get to realize that I am the one that was eating low budget meals. Like, I wasn't eating expensive, but I was eating healthy. Meanwhile, the one that is eating expensive is not eating healthy. Now, also making healthy choices, this brings me to the money part of it. It saves you money. Yes, it does. If I'm going to buy a cookie of, let's say, 6,000 naira, and when I go to the market, I'll buy my cucumber, 500, carrots, 200, kale or lettuce, 200, tomatoes, 200. When you check it, you might buy all these things with 3,000 naira and you still have 2,000 naira left if that cookie is supposed to cost you 5,000 naira. So you can see clearly that this idea saves more money. So you should always see your primary care physician for an annual physical examination, because it's very important too. Because when you see your doctor, you know that you're healthy. Now, it also helps you in making healthy choices because you know what your body needs at the moment. If you do not check yourself, because you are just feeding your body, you don't know what you're feeding. You don't know if you're feeding a healthy body or you are feeding a body that is weak, or you are feeding the illness that is in the body, or you are feeding the body to grow and stay healthy. So it can be both ways. So to maintain that that healthy lifestyle, and to help you save money as well, because hospital also costs you money. So to help you with all of those challenges, just try your possible best to see a medical doctor so that you'll be able to know what is going on. Because when you stay in silence, then this means they do not most of these symptoms, they don't present themselves. They are always quiet. It's when it gets to a level that you can't help it, it gets worse, then before you know, you start seeing symptoms, and by that time it's almost late. So seeing a doctor regularly increase your chances of catching it early, which can lead to improved outcomes. Now, the healthier you are, the less often you will have to see a doctor. This could save you money by reducing co-pays, prescription, and other treatments. It also lengthens your lifespan. Now, when you are healthy, you know that, in fact, I don't need to talk so much about this lengthening your lifestyle. Eating a healthy lifestyle, right? It lengthens your lifespan because you are healthy. You're taking care of yourself. You've gone to the doctor to know if you're healthy, or you need any medication, or you need any special treatment, or you are stressed and you need to rest. You know all of those conditions. So the more you take care of yourself, the more you're healthy. And when you're healthy, what do you have? Except if that's just the time that you're supposed to just go out and that's it for you. It can be accidents, it can be any other thing. But when it comes to your health, you know that there you are covered. So basic health habits are connected with living a longer life. Whether you are old or you are young, you have to also try to avoid smoking, yes, we know that some people will say, but I've been smoking, or my grandfather or my dad has been smoking all my life, but he's still alive, he's still healthy. Trust me, do not look at it as if, okay, that's just it. Probably God is giving him the opportunity to make his ways right. And then when he gets to a point that he can't, trust me, you can't do nothing. Even if you stay alive, you'll be able to be a problem to a lot of people, your relatives, your children. They will have to be taking you to the hospital all the time. They are taking you there, you're not recovering. Tomorrow they will say it's your kidney. The next day they will say it's your liver and all that. So you have to help yourself, help the people that will take care of you as you age to also make the job easy for them. It also helps you maintain a healthy weight. And of course, when you have a regular activity, exercises, it helps. Then you also have to follow a healthy diet. Very important. You keep alcohol in moderation. At least if you're someone who takes alcohol, you have to consume very little. Now, making even a fewer of these changes may lengthen your lifestyle. So if you maintain this, you decide to take care of yourself, in this way, you will see that you're growing, you're healthy, and then you're not really falling sick, or you don't have to go to the hospital all the time to see a doctor and, all that. So we have so much to talk about, but then before we continue, let's quickly go on a break. And when we come back, we'll be looking at, some of the reasons why we all should stay healthy, maintain a healthy lifestyle, and of course, what it will do to us. And I think I've mentioned some of them. And after the break, we're going to talk more about that. So stay tuned.
Introducing Lunch Global, a culinary journey around the world. Tune in to Global Television with Chung Animal Joseph for a mouth-watering experience like never before. Join in as we explore diverse cuisines, exotic flavors, and exciting recipes from every corner of the globe. Lunch Global.
You're welcome back from the short break, and of course, welcome back to Lunch Global. If you're just catching up with us today, we are still talking about the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle when it comes to your eating, exercising, sleeping well, staying hydrated, and we've outlined certain things that, staying healthy, maintaining a healthy lifestyle can do to you. We spoke about, lengthening your lifespan. We spoke about preventing certain, diseases like diabetes, chronic heart diseases, obesity, and lots more. And of course, we spoke about saving money. Now, for the saving money, I know a lot of people will be like, yes, that's what I'm looking for. I cannot be spending so much on food. But don't forget, the more you take care of yourself now, the better for you in the future. Now, it can also be good for your environment. Now, your environment is very important because, that is where the food happens. That is where everything works. And then, ultra-processed food are those that contain refined grains and additives to change the texture, taste, and of course the color. More than 70% of food in the United States supermarkets are ultra-processed. But I will say that, we have a lot of food here in Nigeria. I think a lot of people don't really, go for the processed food. In fact, especially I said in Nigeria, in Africa in general, we like our food. We like to farm our food. And when we farm it, we eat it directly from the source, except for people who don't really, like the idea of going to the kitchen to cook. They prefer to just go and buy packed food. Now, the making of ultra-processed food contributes to greenhouse gas emission, water scarcity, decrease in biodiversity, plastic waste, deforestation. Now, replacing short car ride with biking can also cut back on the amount of carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere. Now, so we need to also understand the environment, the distance. I think we spoke about it when we were talking about from farm to table, why it is important for you to, when you have like a farmer's market or in a particular environment where, they farm, life there is much more easy. Eating healthy is easier because you can just decide to go to the farm, get whatever it is that you're getting, make your food, and it even tastes better, more nutritious, and it has a lot of health benefit. Now, what is the easiest way to start all of this? If it's kind of very difficult for you to make those choices, sometimes we make it and say, oh, from now henceforth, I'm always going to do this, I must do this, and then consistency comes in. There's no consistency. It's difficult for you to maintain that. Oh, you sometimes be like, I have so many things to do, work, business and all that. We don't even get to eat when we're supposed to eat. Now, your journey toward a healthier lifestyle starts with small changes that you feel confident you can achieve. I remember in one of our episodes, I spoke about making smart choices. You have the SMART goal. We know SMART, you have to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound, and all that. So you have to be intentional when it comes to making those choices. And we also in many of our episodes, we spoke about meal planning. Now, meal planning will help you maintain that. Meal plan will help you cut costs. It will help you now outline those things that you need and how you will start. You don't have to start so big. You don't have to say, okay, I'm going to do, from now, let me plan it for 1 year. You will fail. This I will tell you for sure that you're going to fail. But then start it one step at a time. Baby steps. When you're doing it, just do today. If you're able to succeed today, try tomorrow. And when it becomes a lifestyle, now it is a lifestyle. Now, when you do it, you're already used to it. Sometimes you now find yourself in a place where it's like you can't do without it anymore. It's already a part of you and you can't say no to it at all. So, you have to also eat more vegetables, very important. I think I mentioned swap in whole grains as well. Try and cut down on food that won't help you. We know grains, try and just go for healthy grains. You have to also be more active, exercise, do work, try and just do things that will, allow your body move. Don't be stagnant, don't be in one place. That's no enjoyment. You have to move around. You have to do exercises. You have to take walks in the evenings or in the mornings when you're back from work. Take a little exercise, then go shower, eat your food, drink lots of water and relax. You also have to maintain friendship, good friendship. I won't just say friendship, I mean good friendship. When you have good people around you, you have good friendship with your friends, your family, your colleague, trust me, it helps you maintain a healthy lifestyle. You will see that you're a happy person because you have happy people around you, people that love you. Love is very important. So when you have love, you eat well. Trust me. When you're excited, you eat well. Now, it also helps you. It will help you control stress. When you are happy, when you are jovial, when you have people around you, you know that at the end of the day, you are not even stressed like that because you are okay, because you are happy, you're around happy people and all that. You will not feel stressed because you are resting well, you are eating well, you are drinking, staying hydrated, you are exercising, and of course, you don't even need anybody to add up to your excitement, or you will not even complain about stress. Maybe, for mothers, sometimes they will shout, they will hear mommy there and all of that. But then when you do all of this, when you try to eat healthy, it will help you, control stress. Now, the key to a healthy diet is to eat the right amount of calorie for how active you are, so you balance the energy you consume with the energy you use. If you eat or drink more than your body needs, you will put on weight because the energy you do not use is stored as fat. So if you eat and drink a little, you will lose weight. You should also eat a wide range of food to make sure you are getting a balanced diet and your body is receiving all the nutrients it needs, because it's very, very, very important. So healthy, tips for eating. You can base your meal on higher fiber, starchy carbohydrate. You eat a lot of fruit and vegetable. Eat more fish, including a portion of oily fish. Cut down on saturated fats and sugar. Eat less salt. No more than 6 kg a day for adults. Do not get thirsty. Stay hydrated, and do not skip your breakfast. And we have a problem with that. Skipping breakfast is a lifestyle. But do not skip your breakfast and do not get thirsty. Always drink water. Always stay hydrated. And that will help you maintain a healthy lifestyle. So I'm going to be putting a stop here today. Please, if you know that you're having a problem in maintaining that and eating well, trust me, you have to do it now. If you're young, kudos. If you're getting age, please, you have to just try. It's never too late. There's always a starting point, so you have to start somewhere. Thank you for your time with me here on Lunch Global. I am still your host, Chung Annamel Joseph. See you on our next episode. Bye.